Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you came back. I thank you all for your support. So, today I have a video about how to make a witch's bottle. What is a witch's bottle? Well, a witch's bottle is a container full of herbs and stones and any other kind of little trinkets that you believe will bring about your intention. So they're good for protection, love, pretty much anything you desire. And you can make them any way you want. But this is how I made mine for Mercury Retrograde, to help my family have some support in our communication, understanding each other, and hopefully let those tech little malfunctions, gremlins, simmer down a little bit. So, when I start to do a project with my witchcraft, I tend to clear my space, make my space a sacred space with inviting the elements into it, burning some Palo Santo to just kind of clear away all the stagnant energy. I, for the most part, keep my room a very positive space, so I don't feel like I have to do too much, but I still have to get into that mindset. Now, I don't show you this part of my ritual because I still feel like it's a very private, sacred part for me, and I'm not quite ready to share it. I will hopefully have a teachable course up soon that will cover creating your sacred space, but keep an eye open for my teachable courses to go up. So anyway, at the very beginning of this video, you'll see me grounding and centering. I'll take some deep breaths and bring myself into that space, ready to work. That's the other part I do right before. I kind of meditate for a little while before I bring myself into that space to really work. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get to making that bottle. So first I'm going to take some salt, sprinkle it around to bless the items that I'm using in this spell. Next, I'm going to light an incense. The salt was to bless them with the element of earth. Now I'm lighting an incense. Bless them with the element of air. Now I'm lighting my candle. That will be my focus for the spell, as well we'll use it to bless with the element of fire. Lastly, I'm using a little bit of my moon water, and I'm sprinkling it around to bless these items. I keep my moon water kept in this velvet little bag. So I got slightly interrupted and didn't finish saying that the reason why I keep my moon water in this purple velvet bag is to help protect it from other light energies. I want to help keep that full moon energy that was absorbed into it pure for as long as possible. That's why I keep it in this purple velvet bag. The other thing I want to mention is I got interrupted by my son because I forgot to give him his Kindle. So this is often a good example why we only do our magic when the kids are asleep, or we have to make sure that we create that space that we know we aren't going to be interrupted. I was just getting into my groove of getting things blessed when my son came up, and I had to restart. So at the beginning, you'll see me kind of breathe it all out and recenter. So let's get back at it. So everything has been blessed, and now it's time for me to start assembling the witch's bottle. I have this note card here because I'm going to kind of roll it up and use it as a funnel to be able to get these things into the witch's bottle somehow, partially. I might just wing it too. So I am going to first put some dill into it. This is the element that allows you to stay in reality. It helps you see what you're treating as a superstition and what is actually reality. So I think this is a really good one to use as your base herb, because it helps you take responsibility for your actions during Mercury Retrograde and not just try to blame everything on Mercury Retrograde. I mean, Mercury causes issues, but we gotta take responsibility in our own things too, and be mindful of how we talk. Next I'm adding that eucalyptus, that's the one that is ruled by Mercury. So it helps open up those airways. Ooh, goodness. Opens up those airways and helps get everything flowing so they can be talked about and taken care of. Woohoo! Got them in there. Alright. A few little pieces fell out. But so eucalyptus helps open those airways. It smells really good. It helps with communication. It's a really good one. Next, I'm going to add spearmint. Spearmint is another one of those for communication. Since I really want our family to be able to thoroughly communicate during this, I'm going to add a good portion of spearmint. So now I'm going to take it and kind of just stir it up. I'm going to hold it. And I'm going to breathe life into it. Next, I'm going to add chalcedony, which I looked up how to say it, finally. It's blue chalcedony. It is the one that I think is the best for Mercury Retrograde. It helps with mental flexibility, verbal dexterity. It enhances listening skills along with communication skills. And in my opinion, a lot of miscommunications happen because we aren't listening. If we're listening to respond, not to truly take in what the other person is saying to us. So I'm going to put that one in there. Next, I have Amazonite, which is another just basic communication one, but it's still a pretty good one. And then, of course, moss agate, because Rachel loves moss agate, as well as it's a communication, balancing. It helps with emotions, reducing stress, lessening fear, and encouraging trust and hope. So all things I really want my family to have during this period. So again, I'm going to put them in there, shake it up a little bit. Careful though, but so I have all those items in there. I'm going to rub it, hold it in my hand. I'm going to blow some more life into it. Now, I blow life into my bottles or my jars because I believe my power comes from within. I do work with other deities and whatnot, but they are a addition to my own power. They're not the main power I call upon. I believe the power is in me, and it's up to me to tap into that and put it out into the world. So I've done that. Now I want to add one last little bit, and that is black sea salt. And the main purpose of adding black sea salt is to just protect the spell. Protect the spell as well as protect my family. So just a tap of that. So put it all in there, get it all mixed in again. Just press that energy into it. It's felt right in the moment, so I'm doing it. Alright, so we've done all the herbs. We put the salt into it, put the crystals into it. Now it's time for me to seal it. I've already breathed my life into it, so I'm going to seal it, keep all that energy in it to be able to radiate out. And then I'm going to use sealing wax to seal it. I will be sealing it with my dragon stamp. It's one of the main totems I work with, as well as the only stamp I have right now. So it's going to be a dragon. So as I'm sealing this, I'm going to be thinking of communication, understanding, balance, trust, and love, to bring those things into my family during Mercury Retrograde. Again, I'm thinking of balance, love, communication, trust, listening. And I'm going to put a lot of sealing wax in here because I want it to actually like flow over and seal it pretty well. Plus now I just saw that I had a big chunk that was on the side of it fall off into it, so now I need to make sure there's enough wax around that it's going to kind of help melt that too, so I can press into it. Alright. So one of the things that's fun about sealing waxes is they like to reignite themselves. So yes, that's a nice little sploosh over, for lack of better words. And then I have that nice little dragon in there. So now I am going to go ahead and close my space, think all of the energies that have been present with me. I'm going to let my orange candle continue burning for the rest of the day. I'll probably take it downstairs with me because my altar is up in my room and I'm going to be downstairs with my son, so I don't want it to be burning unattended. But I'm going to go put this and probably actually I'm going to put this candle down on our family altar down in our kitchen as well. So this will sit on our family altar until the end of Mercury Retrograde, which is the 31st. After that, either the next new moon or the full moon following, I will be having a bonfire where I will take everything out of this jar. I will take the stones and the jar itself and cleanse it, and then all the herbs inside of it I will throw into the bonfire to give back to the earth. Alternatively, you can bury them into your garden, or a lot of people tell you to get rid of it off of your property. One of the things I have a problem with burying things off of your property is you're then messing with somebody else's property. In my opinion, I rather keep my energy and my work in my realm. I don't want it to bleed over onto other people. But one of the kind of loop arounds that I have found is technically my trash can belongs to my city. So if I really feel like I need to remove something from my property, I will throw it into my trash can on trash day, and then it's no longer my problem. But for the most part, I don't like the idea of burying things off of my property, especially when it might be something that is not necessarily biodegradable, like this wax on the cork here. It's not really biodegradable, but I still want to allow the things that are of the earth to go back to them, and thank the earth for helping me use the energies to protect my family during Mercury Retrograde and to help our communication. So yeah, that's what I will do. I will probably post a picture of the things sitting on the altar at the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I hope you have the blessings of your gods.